Well, it's Sunday. It's February 22nd, and I'm done with the Decatur swap meet. Thought I'd film some of the cool stuff I bought for the 63. Once again, more cool stuff for the 63. I bought a new gas tank and sending unit there for the first time I've ever done that. So many times I've been fooling around trying to clean out these old rusty, nasty ones and wind up gumming up the carburetor and everything. So this time I just did it right. These gas tanks are pretty cheap. I gave 150 bucks. I got the gas tank and the sending unit together. That's pretty cheap. Bought a pair of hood hinges, brand new, $50 a side. They're hard to get used, and when you do find them used, they look like those wadded up things there. And I don't know if you can remember, I needed a distributor for it, an old points and condenser type distributor. Well, I didn't have one laying around here in all my old car stuff, but the mother lode was the engine. I mean, we'll find out if that thing is any good or not. Rumor has it it's supposed to be good. I bought it off some older guys, and that had it sitting in their garage for a long time, and they decided they weren't ever going to do anything with it, so they carried it to the swap meet specifically to sell. When I walked up to them and asked them how much they wanted for it, and they told me 50 bucks, I thought they were being smart alecks. And I said, really? And they said, no, really, we brought it here to sell. It is a good engine, and but we just do not want to take it home. We're never going to do anything with it. 50 bucks. Well, shoot, the core value on that thing is worth more than $50. Even if I start it up and it has a rod knocking in it, I can pull it back out and get 50 bucks to the rebuilder. Also, I needed a starter. Well, that thing's got a starter on it. Both cylinder heads have recently been rebuilt on it. And I bet that engine's good. I've seen times, I usually can read people quite well, and something about these guys tell me they might be telling the truth. And usually when it's only $50 involved, that's not enough money to lie about. It's whenever you give 300, 400 bucks for a motor like that. That's whenever they tell you it's really good and it really has a problem. But I can't go wrong at $50. And like I said, it's a pretty clean engine. And I'm going to save the old 327 that came out of this car. I'm just not going to rebuild it at this time. It's too costly. I will save it and all the pieces. Whoever buys this car may want that original motor, and I really hate putting another engine in it, but I would also hate to, spend a couple of $1,000s rebuilding that original 327, and that's that much more money I'll need to have to ask for this car when it comes time to sell it. This way, if that motor turns out to be good, it'll enable me to sell the car for lesser amount of money, which makes it available to a greater number of buyers. And I think that's neat whenever somebody can get one of them without having to pay the full price on them. And yet I can hopefully still make a little bit of money myself. I'm having fun with it anyway. And with an engine all put together like that, and of course I'm going to put all my 327 parts on there. I will put the ram's horn exhaust manifolds on there. I'll put the original 63 Chevrolet Impala intake manifold on it. And I'll put the 327 valve covers on it. And I'll call it my 327 Tribute motor. I've already came up with a name for it. It's a 327 Tribute motor. I don't think it's a 327. They don't even know what size it is. I believe it's actually a 305, but I don't know for sure. Might be a 350. But like I said, these old guys, they bought it from one of their friends, and who bought it from another friend. All along, though, it's supposed to have been a good motor. It turns over real easy. Feels like it's got decent compression, and like I said, I'm anxious to bolt the power glide up to it, stick it back in the hole, and attempt to start the car up. And I can remember saying that I hope to get this car running and driving with spending $500 or less. Well, that puts me back on track. I may be able to do that. But then again, better not brag too much. It's likely to have a rod knocking in it. I'll be selling it to the core buyer and back to square one, figuring out what to do with the 327 besides box it up and save it for the potential buyer. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Hopefully I can get a little bit more work done to the car today. Stay tuned.